Utable. You get 1 second. You're struggling, oh no! This is so unfortunate. Cute little beach. Oh my god, so it's with Danny! It does, your color.
Mute!
What?
I'm so embarrassed. I was mute the whole time. I forgot to unmute myself.
Oh no, you were mute. You're so silly.
So, okay, I muted Nate. I don't know why in my mind I thought, yes, then I will be not mute when I speak. Anyways, hi. Do you like my swimsuit?
You gotta repeat the things you said now.
Oh yeah, so because of you guys donating and stuff, I was able to take time off work and work on this. So your donations do help. They do bring things to the channel that give me the time to do it. Because unfortunately, I just don't have as much free time as I used to before. So it's really hard for me to actually get time off to work on personal stuff and things for the channel. But honestly, with your guys' donations and stuff, I'm able to do more cool things like this. Let's see. Dixie, hello!
All because of you guys.
Yeah, literally because of you guys. You guys have given me the time to actually work on stuff. But yeah, so you know, we're here at the beach. Also, if you guys don't know, I am hosting a collab for all the people who are artists, new to doing art, veterans of art, whatever. I'm hosting a collab where I want to have everyone's character in either like beach attire or like casual clothing, all here on this beach with me. And you can find more about that in the description below, because I've made a Google form for it. The due date is on August 25th. And that's when I'll be closing submissions, and then once it is done, I will go and have every single person's character here in the background with me. And it'll be just one fun beach collab. I've been wanting to do this idea for like 2 months now. And now the time is finally here. I could do it with all you guys. And also, big rule, but obviously, you know, no AI artwork, no tracing. It's okay if you don't know how to draw. Your art will still be accepted. It's fine. You guys have the skills and the knowledge to do it. I believe in you. Yeah, sounds like fun. And yeah, so now
You'll be very cute.
Now that that's out of the way, I can go and start drawing. So my we're gonna be doing our little like art stream stuff today, and I am going to be just drawing what I am going to participate in the collab and just chill for the most part.
You know what you're going to be drawing?
Me.
You, the cutest person of all?
The CuteyTCat? Drawing the cutie?
Wow, literally, it's in your name.
It's
This
my
was meant to
blood.
be destiny.
It's in my DNA. My DNA, my blood. But yeah, hey everyone, how are you all doing? Hello, Andrew. Yeah, summer kitty cat be adorable. Thank you. Do I look good in purple and teal? I think I look good in purple and teal. I look, my colors are reminiscent to a grape.
Oh my god, my little grape.
Also, Jacob Foster, thank you so much for being a member for 22 months. You get a hug because you look cute, Danny. Nate, do you give permission for this hug?
I'll hug you for them.
Alright, guys, everyone send your energy to Nate, and he'll, he'll give me the hugs.
I feel the energy. Oh, the energy to hug my girlfriend. Oh, it's coming in. Oh. Here comes the.
I'm scared. I'm scared. Why are you rounding up like
full
this?
of power.
I'm scared.
Come here.
No!
I'm gonna squish you.
No!
Oh, the big squeeze.
I think it's killing you more than it's killing me.
The power is too much. I've taken on too much power.
Too much
There's only one thing I can do. I gotta squeeze you
Oh.
and hug you until the power go away.
The power of what go away?
The power of hug for you.
Oh.
It is this burden I must bear.
I should draw myself with an ice cream.
Ice cream. Doom mint ice cream. It's my favorite one.
But that's not my favorite.
Yeah, because you're giving me the ice cream.
No! That's mine. So greedy.
Yeah.
Hope you're having the best summer ever. Thank you. So far, it's been a pretty good summer. It's hot. It's pretty hot. So, I'm just happy that I have nice air conditioning. Ooh, actually, I could tell you guys something cool that I did this week.
Cool things are cool.
I like cool things. Cool things are pretty cool. You know what? Let me grab a reference of my favorite ice cream in the entire world.
Now all of YouTube knows your favorite ice cream.
Yeah, so I'm from Sonic Unleashed. So... Something cool? That's right, something cool. Okay, so I was away. Oh, is Nate turning Bonanza? Yeah, basically. He's been playing Bonanza so much, he's gonna turn into Bonanza. It was
absolutely bananas.
It was fun having you and Nate join us last Sunday night. It was fun too. I'm glad Nate could finally show off his model. Oh, that reminds me. You know what, Nate?
Yeah.
Send me a picture. Do you have any picture ready on hand of your Sonic model that I can show to everyone?
I do not.
Send in a cute picture. Go look for it. Stop playing games. Stop gaming.
But I'm having so much fun with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
Stop gaming for so you can show a cute picture of us.
Yeah, let me look for the cute pictures of us.
Yeah. Oh, Dixie, I totally forgot. We should have taken like a group picture with everyone. I'm so forgetful. Let's see.
You're not forgetful, you're cute.
What are your thoughts on Bonanza so far with no spoilers?
Very fun. The core gameplay of smashing things is addictive. It's hard to not smash things.
It is very fun.
I could not leave that first room for the longest time.
We basically cleared out the entire first floor. So the fun thing about Bonanza and how the Nintendo Switch 2 console works with game chat is that if there is multiplayer and you don't own the game, you're able to go and play it with the game chat. So even though me and Nate are in like two different sides of the planet, because of game share, I can be playing with him.
Yeah, so she gets to play as player 2 whenever
Yeah.
we play the game. And it's very fun, but also at the same time, sometimes difficult because she breaks the terrain in front of me when I'm trying to walk and I can't stand anywhere.
Okay, being Pauline is awesome. I'll draw a diagram. So let's say, you got Nate here as DK. And then you have like Pauline. I don't know what her hair looks like from memory, but like if we both have the same amount of terrain to break, Nate literally is over here only doing like this much damage to the terrain. But with Polly, when she screams, it's just like boom, everything just breaks.
Like boom, 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 boom. We can just skip all the lava stuff in some sections because she just gets to break the lava. It's like,
Yeah.
well, this kind of breaks the game. We're doing boss fights and it's over in like 30 seconds because like just the damage that Pauline gets to do is insane.
Yeah, Pauline is just she's pretty broken, I would say, and honestly, kind of love it for that. It makes me feel more useful because I'm just like, step back, little man. I got this for you. And then I go and just go boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I think two-player mode is probably best on a second run playthrough. But it's been very fun playing with Yanni through the story. I think we're at least halfway through now.
How dare you ever take for granted the blessing I give you? You're having such a hard time being like, oh, I can't do this. Like, oh, it's taking forever. I come in, I step in for you, and boom, I get everything. I can make snow, I can make platforms for you. I am so useful, and you're taking me for granted.
Me take you for granted? No.
Sometimes when Nate's a bad boy, I'll try and kill him in the game.
She'll just start breaking the platforms intentionally to mess with me sometimes.
It's funny. When we're in, cause it's the one thing I can do, to be fair. But sometimes when we're in an area, I'll just be like, okay, you know what? Let's try and see what's over here. And I'll scan the area. I'll be like, okay, you know what? It looks like this area is mostly pretty breakable. And then I'll just start blasting. And the funniest thing is seeing Nate, like, try and survive. But if it wasn't for me, then we wouldn't be so rich on gold.
Oh yeah, we were, like, super rich. We had, like, 10,000 gold at one point.
Yeah, we were balling in gold. And then Nate starts spending it all on stupid stuff that we didn't need. So...
Yeah, because we had surplus.
Surplus? What does that mean?
That means we had a lot.
Ah!
More than we needed.
Why are you using big words around me?
That's not a big word.
I thought you were talking about, like, orange juice or something. Like, surplus, like
what?
Citrus.
That's not even an orange juice.
You know, like
citrus adjacent.
Sounds like citrus, and citrus sounds like surplus. You know, like citrus plus surplus.
What's wrong with this girl?
Orange juice, Sunny D.
Are you craving Sunny D?
The sun. Craving the sun.
Man. Craving the sun.
The sun.
Also, I sent the photo to you.
Ah! You're being called for.
I am.
You're being called for
Okay.
very loudly.
I know.
Hurry,
I'm
go! Go! Okay, I'll show the photo when he gets back here. He was being demanded. Alright. Still haven't gotten Donkey Kong Bonanza yet? Well, if you have a friend, then you can go and play with that friend, and it's basically free for you. Surplus, big word? Yeah, surplus. There's just so many syllables. Surplus. Two. Bro needs them cosmetics. Cosmetics are actually spent with fossils. Unless you're talking about something else. I don't know. I mean, I'll pay attention to chat again. Let's see. Now I know how that feels when I'm being a menace to Joanna. I mean, you know, if the game gives you an option to be a menace, then you might as well be a menace. I'm basically... I feel like I'm Loki for Nate when I'm playing that game. Because I am here. I can either be your angel or your devil. When it comes to it. Don't worry, guys. I'm not gonna give her, like, actual Sonic feet. She's gonna get the paws. I have the paws. I have the paws. You guys got to see with my sandals. Danny, your swimsuit looks so gorgeous on you. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Made it myself. Crafted it from the very fabric of my hands. Do you guys ever craft things from the fabric of your hands? Don't you worry, I'll show you. I'll show no mercy to her. Being evil is fun sometimes. Yeah. I'll be evil to Nate. Because he bullies me all the time, guys. All the time. Constantly. And you know what he says after he's done bullying me? He bullies me because he thinks it's cute. Like, what is that? What do you mean being bullied is cute? Remember, kids, don't mess with the quenching power of Sunny D. That's right, the surplus quenching power of Sunny D. I'm gonna use that word now. I'm gonna use surplus. 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 It also reminds me of another word. What was it called? Sulfurite? Something like that. Do I hear Kirby music? Yeah. Here, I will link you the playlist I'm listening to. It is 2 hours of Nintendo music. I bet Nate is absolutely blushing like crazy, imagining you in person with him. If Nate could be here right now, he's a very affectionate boy. Andrew and Dixie know what Nate's like. If Nate could be all over me, like, he's all over me when we do VR stuff together. But he's also all over me in person. I gotta tell him to calm down. He's a very affectionate boy. He's just a little guy. You're right, chat, you're right. He's just a little guy. He's just a wee man. Alright, alright. She's coming too. And I can't forget the little flowers. Let's see. Didn't know you were a fan of Kirby. I love Kirby! I love Kirby so much. Honestly, like, Kirby is just 100% my aesthetic. How can you not love a fun little squishy pink guy? A level 1 goblin? What do you mean level 1 goblin?
I'm back.
Nate, you're back. I missed you.
I missed you too.
See, guys? He's very affectionate. He's a good boy.
What?
Nate, you're making out with me in front of chat.
Yeah.
He's showing his dominance.
I must assert my dominance. I am the alpha animal.
The alpha. The alpha, the omega. Oh yeah, since you're back now,
Yeah.
let me just grab the picture you sent. Why'd you send this one? There's so much cuter pictures, but...
Really? Are there?
Yes! Oh, anyways, this one.
I was just looking at what was there.
No, you gotta send a cute one! Anyways, there he is.
I don't know what a cute one is.
Dooney! Looking cute there, Danny. I hope you two are doing well. We're doing pretty good. How are you doing, Dooney? Anyways. Oh my god, Nate.
What I do?
You're being so silly. But yeah, ignore him being unpleased in that photo. He's very happy. He's a very happy boy.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna have to do the hardest thing, which is remember how to draw a hand. Well,
Hands are the worst. Back when I used to try draw, because I wanted to be an animator when I was like 11. They were the worst things.
yeah, they're pretty bad. Hands. That's right, everyone. Scream, for the hands are here.
They're so scary.
There's only so many hands. Like, the less fingers I can draw, the better. Just make him nubs. Maybe I'll ignore this hand until I am... I just feel like I might have positioned this ice cream wrong. Because if I am... I'm looking at my own hand now. If I am... holding it... it would be... like...
Yep.
so loud.
What?
Something like that. Or would it show more of the back? I might fix this later on. Probably. See, hi
Looking
Danny and Nathan. This
good.
is my first time seeing your stream and this chat. Hello, Gabriella. Welcome to the streams. Welcome to the chat. If you just want to have like a chill time where you're just hanging out, drawing, watching me draw, then you're here for a good time. And just here.
Yeah, it's always nice to see new people.
It is nice to see new people. Also sub to Nate on in my actual account and yours in my second account. I'm using secret account. Hello, Wolf. How are you doing? Oh yeah. I can. Nate, you're so hiccupy.
It's not my fault.
Let's see. This definitely looks off. I might just need a different angle. You know what? To Google, guys. To Google. Holding ice cream. Normally what I would do is I would take a picture with my phone and I would use that as an example. But because I am using my phone for tracking my model, I can't do that, and I don't have a second phone. So, I'm trying to look for the hand reference that makes the most sense.
What ice creams do you think they use in the chocolate chip sundae supreme?
Chocolate chip.
Well, like, is it like just a chocolate chip, a mint chocolate chip, vanilla, peanut butter?
This one hand looks good enough.
That's what I'm asking.
I don't know if I want my character holding the entire thing though. Flip. Does this look good enough? I think so. There are other ones, but it uses the other hand. Unless I flip the picture. If I flip the picture... Okay, no. I'll keep it like this for now. Alright. But... Let's see. It looks like peanut butter and Oreos. Honestly, if that is peanut butter and Oreo ice cream, I'd be so happy. I always thought...
I'm not a big fan of peanut butter, but Oreo. Oh.
I mean, that just works out for us, right? You eat the Oreo, I eat the peanut butter side, so it's definitely a cookies and cream. I always thought it was like maybe more of a orange type of ice cream.
Orange,
like
huh?
Like a creamy orange flavored ice cream.
I'm thinking, it looks like to me, oh, what if it's like a cookie dough type ice cream there? And then there's like a vanilla. No, you didn't.
I mean, Oreo cookie ice cream is the same thing, isn't it?
No. Oreo is
Oh,
like
cookie
more
dough
chocolate. Yeah, cookie dough, silly.
Dodo?
What am I? You got a dodo?
You the flightless bird.
What kind of silly dodo bird?
You are silly.
I wish dodo birds were real.
They are real, they're just dead.
Well, you know what I mean? Alive. They're such silly little guys. Imagine what they look like in real life.
We can imagine what they look like in real life because they were real. We have, like...
Yeah, but they were extinct before video footage was a thing.
Yeah? But what about cameras? What about the camera?
Man, I wish hedgehogs were real.
Sigh.
I miss the Miiverse so much.
I love Sonic so much, I wish hedgehogs were real.
I used to really want a hedgehog as a pet.
I knew when I looked at a hedgehog, I was like, that looks hard to take care of, and so I was like, nah. I like cats more.
I love cats. Didn't we see a hedgehog in my garden when you were here?
Yes, and then he crawled into the barbecue.
And then we never saw it again.
Yeah.
He was looking for chili dogs.
That was a big hedgehog. I've never seen a hedgehog crawl into a barbecue before.
I'm just at a loss of like where it went. It crawled under the barbecue and we never saw it again. There was no other escape paths for it to go to. It just vanished.
I really don't like this hand. I'm picking a different hand pose. I get it.
The last time I saw a wild hedgehog, I was like 10 years old.
10?
Yeah, I was like 10 years old the last time I saw a hedgehog in the wild.
I'm not a fan of how drippy this ice cream one is. So. But you know
The reference?
The reference, yeah.
Oh,
so
why
drippy.
is it drippy? I didn't notice that.
I noticed, look, but I just want to see if maybe this reference might be better. I wasn't a fan of like the hands for the other one. Okay.
What if you like, give me an ice cream but make it drippy and they handed you
Ew.
that instead of something that was like fashionable?
Fashionable? No, no. If you're getting a drippy ice cream, then you're probably... I don't know what's wrong with you. No, but for real, it's ice cream. Also, hey, Johnny. You say anything...
Johnny wants drippy ice cream for real.
Nobody say anything suspicious.
I don't know what you mean.
You know what I mean.
No, I don't.
That's mostly for Johnny, though.
Yep.
You're so loud.
I'm a quiet boy.
You're so loud. You're such a loud little man.
Nuh-uh.
Today on Danny struggles with hands.
Why are you struggling with hands so much? You've drawn them so many times.
I don't draw them holding things often. Like, anytime I have a hand holding something, I always need a reference for it.
You do?
Yeah. Every time. Okay, we'll start with, like, the bottom one. Also, Sonic hands are pretty big, if you haven't noticed, so that makes it...
Oh, yeah, because it's the proportion that you're also got to deal with.
Maybe the ice cream is too small. Maybe it just has to be bigger.
You poor thing with your big ol' hands.
You know what? Let me take the ice cream. Delete it. Ignore me and just focus on how this could even make sense. I'm gonna have to make the ice cream larger. Two times the detail? What are you talking about? Bare hands? Bare hands? I mean, I don't have any gloves on right now. So my
Oh, that's right.
Yes. This is what
I'm so
my
used to
hands
seeing
look
you wear
like
gloves.
without gloves. mean, usually I would, but we're at the beach. They're gonna get all sandy. Nate, you're such a hiccup baby. We need like a little hiccup counter for you.
No, don't do that to me.
Little hiccup counter. No, like an
You do that, I'll be very
counter.
upsetty.
I mean, chat, if chat starts a hiccup counter for you, then I can't stop them. I'll just let them do
I mean,
their thing.
you are right.
If I see random numbers popping up, I'm not gonna stop it. Let's see, question for Danny. If you do more summer themed streams, who would you invite besides Nate? More summer themed streams. I guess it would be nice to have all the girls together. And everyone can do like a swim theme stuff. Because obviously S&T has, you know, a swimsuit and Maria has a swimsuit. We just need Nicole to get a swimsuit and then everyone is summer ready. Nicole does
Summer
have a
party.
Nicole does have a summer outfit.
What's stopping you now?
What do you mean?
That means you could do it now.
But what if she... Well, I can't say anything. I can't say anything. It is not my news to share. But... I want to wait until everyone is prepped. All I can say. Will it happen? Will it not? I don't know. I usually just stream at a whim, and my schedule gets booked very, very fast.
Very busy girl.
Yeah. Most of my time is usually dedicated to being on other people's streams and streaming for myself. But I am just needing to do a prioritization of like certain collabs and whatnot. And figuring out how to balance those and things and blah 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 blah, all that stuff. Yeah, I'm more of a person. Oh my god, Nate, you're so loud! Jeez! I'm turning you down. Oh my god, Mia!
No!
My cat Mia's here. I'm putting you lower. The hiccup was so loud, it like bursted through my ears. Oh my god. Oh. Oh yeah, Dixie, you have a bikini. Dixie has a swimsuit for VR chat. It looks very pretty.
Oh yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, I want to get this swimsuit in VR chat with my sunglasses. That'd be fun.
Yeah, the base mod.
Okay, so we went from this crusty looking thing to... Did I make the hand too big now? That's way too big. Holy cow, I made the hand huge. That's the only thing that...
Art is a process of trial and error.
And this is why it's good to resize everyone. That's looking better. I make the other hand bigger. I was trying to portion it with the body, but it just wasn't made to be portioned. 5. I'm just gonna start saying numbers. Big yowie hands are back, baby. Johnny, out. Out. This is why you're not on streams anymore. This is
But
why
wouldn't they be Yuri hands?
Yeah, big Yuri hands.
Yeah, I get Johnny.
See, no! Stop agreeing with him! I think the worst part is when you two tag team on me.
It's so easy.
Ba, ba, ba. Easy!
Yeah.
Okay, I fixed my hand problem. This looks good. For some reason,
Yeah, you did.
Drippy Cone was the best reference. And my Chow Mia is here. Hello! Hello, Mia.
Thank you, Drippy Cone.
What kind of ice cream would that be? It's the, one from Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah, it's our favorite one. It's the one Chip was named after.
Chip?
Gotta call you something, don't I?
What if... Nate, can we have, like, a British rendition of, like, the meeting of Chip and Sonic?
A British rendition?
Yeah, instead of them getting ice cream, they get fish and chips.
Oh my god, I'm just trying to picture how that would look. Getting fish and chips, and the name would be the same. Oh my god.
Or the American version where he eats a bag of Lay's Air chips.
I'm looking for somebody who knows you, Lays.
Someone who knows you, Lays!
Imagine.
So, Nate, when's the redub for Unleashed? I kind of want
I don't know how to mod things.
I know people who could do it for you. You just have to provide the lines.
I could do that. I've done video game mods before. I did a lot of screaming for those.
Scream! Just like the ice. The ice scream!
I scream for ice cream. Except I'm too tired to do that right
Trigger,
now.
hello! How you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Wonderful day, not too hot, not too cold. I will draw
That
my
just
mouth
reminded
later.
me
Yeah.
of something I was supposed to do today for fun, and I never got around to doing.
Surprise of the century.
Yeah.
Chat, Nate's been a bad boy. You've been a
You're
very
gonna
bad boy.
expose me?
Mm-hmm. Chat, you wanna know what Nate did today?
No, you're gonna expose me.
Nate, you wanna tell them? You wanna tell them what you did today?
No.
See, look how embarrassed he is. He knows his crimes.
Not a serious crime. It's fine. Whatever.
So, Nate was supposed to make a phone call because it was important and it's for a certain place that can only be booked at like really stupid, ridiculous times. Only in the morning for some reason. And I was telling him, Nate, don't stay up too late or else you're not gonna be able to book that appointment. And what did he do? Even with, how many alarms did you have on? Like 5, 10?
I had like 10.
With 10 alarm clocks, he slept through all of them. And, you know, he only woke up because I called him.
Well, I woke up right before you called me.
No, you woke up when I called you.
Okay, I woke up when you called me.
Uh-huh. So, I'm over here thinking to myself, man, you know, it didn't even matter if I woke up, like, I woke up 3 hours before him, but that wouldn't have even mattered because it would have been too late for him to make an appointment anyways. And I'm like, come on. If it was over here, then it'd be fine, but because it's over there, I don't understand. Things are stupid over there. Things don't make sense. Things close like ridiculous early over there. Oh,
They do.
Mia! She's patting my arm all gently, wanting attention.
She wants attention.
She literally came over here, put her tiny little paw on my arm, and was just like, pet. Mia is my sweet little angel baby. Isn't that right, Mia? You're a sweet little angel. Mia. So cute.
I want to go pet her. There's no fail.
I'm gonna set her free now. Go free, Mia. Get out of here. How is everyone doing? I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good yourself. Show us Mia? I can't. I can't use my phone to take a picture of her, and plus she's gone now. The only thing I can send
she came and went.
Yeah, the only thing I can send are like old pictures. I wonder if I should do a wink.
Yeah.
6.
What do you... Huh? Oh, I know what you're doing. You're such a meanie. So mean to me.
What you get for siding with Johnny?
That's what I get for siding with Johnny. It's so rude. All I did was agree.
Exactly. That's all you had to do.
It's not a big crime.
Hannah the Hedgehog, hello. By the way, Danny, I have a boyfriend now. Congratulations.
Oh, happy to hear that for you. Nice.
Make sure they treat you well. And if they don't, I'll burn them alive.
She's scary when she's mad.
Yes, I am. Is this your first
Don't mess with the cat.
relationship, or have you had other relationships before this? Don't mess with the cat. Oh my god, Sassy! Jenny, hello, hi.
Oh my god, Jenner.
Everyone say hi to Sassy. How are you doing? Are you having a good... I was gonna say good Tuesday, but it's Wednesday. Having a good Wednesday?
It feels like Tuesday.
It feels like Tuesday. Let's see, does this need to be rotated in any way? Not yet. Tigger VA, thank you so much for the dono of $6.99. Hi, I just want to drop by and see how y'all were doing. Here's a little something for all the work cheers, guys, and stay hydrated. That is a very good point. Everyone needs to be hydrated.
Yeah, I'm drinking lots of water. You join me, drink water together.
Join me and we will drink.
The countdown starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Quench thy thirst. Oh my god. You drowning? What are you... I need to pull you away from the water. You're supposed to be drinking, not playing with your food.
Water's not food, dummy.
No playing with your water. Danny, I think your boyfriend is being waterlogged. What does that mean? What is waterlogged?
It's like when someone drowns you outside of water.
You mean waterboarded? I've heard of that term.
I think they're the same thing.
I haven't heard that one.
Really?
I've not. 7.
You.
Have you gone?
I got a gift for you.
Is it a good gift?
A gift.
Oh. You're next. This isn't a good gift at all.
It's a great one. It's sending a message.
Sending a message.
Yeah.
Alright. Oops, I deleted that. Okay, there we go. Alright, I think this is good. This is good. Now I just need to go over and do my corrections. Oh wait, I forgot my sunglasses. Okay.
How could you forget her?
I know, my very iconic sunglasses that I wear now. Let's see. Well, now you gotta get her a gift, Nate. Yeah, see, Jenny thinks you should get me something. A good gift would be nice.
My gift for you is this kiss. Mwah.
Let's see. If Nate reached 10, does that mean we can make a request? What do you mean a request? What kind of request are you looking to get for his hiccuping?
I'm scared.
Also, thank you, sweet.
So scared.
So scared, so terrified.
Yeah.
Do not be spooked, my love. It is okay. What if the request is to put you in a scary cave?
What?
What if the request is to put you in a scary cave?
Why the cave?
Because it's scary.
Don't worry, I'll be there to hold your hand in the scary cave.
LJ, so you're the boyfriend. No need to tear me apart. I'm Hannah's boyfriend. She's the love of my life. Okay, be a good boy. Remember, always do a little romantic gesture. Romantic gestures of love are very nice. Always tell her that she is pretty. Always remember to respectfully look at her.
Respectfully look. Yeah, do I perform romantic gestures for you?
Your romantic gesture of threatening me?
That's my most romantic gesture for you.
Let's see. How long have you and Nate been together? We have been together for over a year now.
Yeah.
Yeah, together for over a year.
We fell in love in London.
Fell in love in the streets of London. Well, I would say we both had crushes on each other before that.
Yeah.
And then when we met up in London, it was like, oh, it's real now. Guys, he was just so cute and dumb. I can't help it. That's my type. I like him.
Jenny see dumb man, she's like, oh my gosh.
I like him cute and stupid. What can I say? Okay, sunglasses have been placed onto her head. I gotta look for any mistakes. Maybe extend the sandal out a bit more. I think that's good. Save. Guys, I have to go. Bye, everyone. Goodbye. We'll see you later.
Take care.
Those two are your type. Yeah, that is my type, Johnny. See, did y'all ride a train together? That seems like a London thing. Yeah, I mean, the biggest way of transportation is by train. So we've been in many trains.
Yeah, we've gone on a lot of trains.
Jenny says, I like them funny and annoying. Yeah, that's your type. Mine's funny and dumb. Well, cute and dumb. Yours is funny and annoying.
There's a lot of overlap with that. It's a fine line between annoying and dumb.
Do you think so, Nate?
Yeah, because being dumb leads to being annoying.
It depends. Yeah, but it depends how dumb you are at the scene of the crime.
I'm pretty dumb.
Yeah. Yeah. So... Good old preservation railway. Yeah, the railways over there in the UK are nice, but it's also insanely expensive.
It's like, to go an hour away, it costs like £40, which is, what, for $50, $60?
And over here, if you want to go an hour away, it only costs like... like $4 Canadian dollars.
This is why I couldn't get a job in the games industry, because it's just too much money to commute.
Yeah, commute is bad. Railways in the UK is icky, I hate it. Yeah, like, it would have been nice to have gone to London again on my last visit, but it's just too expensive to justify it.
Yeah, public transportation in the UK is just, ridiculous.
Yeah.
The only affordable one I know of is the London Underground. But that's only because it's like within the city of London, to get around the city of London.
The Underground.
Yeah.
I keep thinking of like Undertale now. I blame Johnny. Welcome to the Underground. I can't.
That's such a weird comparison to make.
It's because I hear underground. Right.
You're
How
funny.
is London, by the way? I've never been to London before. London, if you're not used to it, it is very, very pretty. Just watch out for your phone getting snatched. But if you're used to it, then you probably don't like London at all.
I mean, that's just the same for any city, right?
I mean, I like my city.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, I stay indoors all the time working, so I can't really comment about what happens outside. Speaking about things that happen outside, guys, I went to Niagara Falls recently. If you don't know what Niagara Falls is the great, one of the world's historical landmarks. It is a very, very big natural waterfall that cuts down between Canada and America if you go to the Buffalo side of America. And beyond there, I went to the Great Niagara. And the reason why I went to Niagara Falls is because they were playing Night of the Werehog in 4D. And if you don't know what 4D is, that means that it's basically a motion kind of coaster. And it was awesome.
It's no fair. I wish I could have been there.
You could have gone. Yeah. Like, oh my gosh, guys, it was awesome. So they give you 3D glasses. I went with my friends, Lou and Mari. And, you know, I was so hyped for this. We also ate the Rainforest Cafe! My favorite cafe ever.
You love the Ron for
The Ron
The forest.
The Ron.
The forest.
The Ron for Ron.
Yeah, the Ron for
The Ron for Ron.
The Ron for Mon. Come on.
Ron for Ron.
Kaname.
Ron for Ron Kaname.
Yeah.
Ron for Ron Kaname.
Como sketchy. Pain.
Ron for Ron Karame.
You're making fun of me.
But yeah, I got to have some Rainforest Cafe. I love the Rainforest Cafe. I want to go to every single Rainforest Cafe. Well, maybe not all of them, because some of them look a little, okay. But whenever I go, I gotta bring a friend. Oh my gosh, you know what? I should go and see what other Rainforest Cafes there are in the world and, like, find the closest friend and drag them in there with me.
That poor friend.
They love it, okay? They'll love it. It'll be their favorite meal in the world.
Yeah.
It'll be their favorite meal. It'll be beautiful. You want to go to one? Yeah, Dixie! Let's go! Let's go! Wait, there's a Rainforest Cafe in London? No. No.
No, don't tell her that.
No, I need to look at rainforest.
That alone is enough to get her to go to England.
Cafe. Okay. Oh, it says the Rainforest Cafe no longer has any locations in London. That's closed. Okay.
We're safe.
You know what? That makes sense though. Because when I was looking at Rainforest Cafe when Nate and I went to Paris, I only saw like the Rainforest Cafe in Paris by Disney World. And I was looking up all of them all over the world. If there was one in London, I would have seen it. Like, you understand, there's no way I'm missing that Rainforest Cafe if I'm on location.
Why do you like the cafe so much?
I think about the storms, the thunder.
I love thunderstorms too,
screaming, the elephants are stampeding. When everything starts shaking, the baby's crying. The beautiful
that girl ain't right.
The beautiful starry night sky in the Rainforest Cafe fills me with hope, fills me with glee, reminds me of childhood innocence. And then I eat their pasta.
Yeah.
Yummy, yummy Rainforest Cafe pasta. But anyways, enough about the Rainforest Cafe. But yeah, I went to go and see Night of the Werehog. For those who are Sonic fans or for those who are non-Sonic fans or just here watching, Night of the Werehog is my literal favorite short film in the entire world. Because Sonic Unleashed is my favorite game in the whole world. Night of the Werehog, favorite short film in the whole world. Animation is still so good. It is, oh my gosh, like, you would not be able to tell that was like 2008, 2010, when it first came out. I don't remember the exact date off the top of my head, but I know Sonic Unleashed came out 2008, so then the short came out around that time as well. So because of it coming out at that time period, you would think like, it might be a little outdated or anything, but it is so good. It is such an amazing short film, and it's free on YouTube, and anyone can watch it. And they made it into a 4D ride over here at the falls, which was awesome. I took a picture next to the poster because I have to. It's only staying there for a month, so the second I found out that my favorite film in the entire world is going to be in a new experience, 4D, I get the 3D glasses and everything, and I was like, nope, planning a trip with the girls, I'm leaving. And I'm just, oh my gosh, I love it. I love it so much. You guys have no idea. And the best part too is that if you watch it, they actually went and reanimated certain scenes. The version that they showed there in Niagara Falls was the Japanese version. And it was also an extended little scene at the end. So because of the whole 3D aspect, they went over, found the old land chip model, and used it to take a picture of the audience, which was awesome. And I was like, I need to double check to see if this was in the version that I originally saw, which was the English version. And I looked at the English version, skimmed through it. That animation was not there before, which is awesome. You could also tell that it was a brand new animation because ironically, it wasn't as well done as the rest of the film. Just from like how they rendered the lighting on the model, you can tell that it was new animation they put in, which again, crazy. This day and age, where like the film animation was so good to the point where the stuff they added now, like literally almost 10 years later, looks out of date compared to what they had before. Crazy. Mostly probably just like budgeting stuff, but it was awesome. Let's see, it's weird how 2008 was the peak for CGI Sonic. Yeah, it really was the peak for CGI Sonic. I don't know what happened. Actually, wait, no, I know what happened. I know exactly what happened. People wanted to...
You do?
Yeah, I know what happened. So people wanted to stop making movies and rendered movies for their video games. Because back then, when you would go over and play a game, you would have like the in-game character models. And those obviously were lower quality compared to the models that they used for the animated scenes. Now, some animated scenes would use the in-game models and just have a more simple rendering style, where other scenes would go and have a much higher quality detailed version of it. And nowadays, we have reached the point of technology to where you don't need to have a high render detailed scene. You can very much just pass off a regular scene with the regular character models and everything else in the background because it kind of works, kind of not. When you compare when they did Unleashed to recently Frontiers especially is the opening and seems so bland in scale. Yeah, one of the things that I'm not really a fan of when it comes to like quote-unquote realistic gaming, like, oh wow, the graphics are so realistic and look at this realistic lighting. I'm like, yeah, it's realistic, sure, but I want the color, I want the pizzazz. My favorite thing is when I go to a pretty location and you get the vibrant blues, you get those nice, wonderful colors that just kind of scream out, you know, it feels outer worldly, because in real world, colors, you know, depending on where you go, to be fair, sometimes places are that pretty and do have nice colors, certain tropical places, things like that, but, and depending on the lighting too. But for the most part, usually it's pretty like, everything's pretty like gray, or it's a more balanced tone or shade. So the art direction of realism is kind of boring to me. I like seeing things be more like just popping out with color. Oh my god, Nicole! It's also a shame because Mars is amazing at CGI. No, they are fantastic at CGI. They are such an amazing studio, and I really, really wish that we were able to keep that same quality going forward.
I mean, they are working on the Sonic movies.
Yeah, they are. They are. Which is nice. But I don't want it for like the Sonic movies. I want it for the games.
Yeah.
I want it for the in-game stuff. Like, one thing I'm personally curious about are what newer fans' opinions are and, like, their experiences are with the franchise. Like, for those who have been playing since or, like, got in during the Roger era, do you ever go back to the old Sonic games and Sonic stories and ever think that, like, you enjoyed that more? Or do you look at, like, Sonic Colors, I'll say, Sonic Colors or Generations and all that? Like, do you look at that and you think, like, this is good? See, I like anime style graphics, like in the Pokemon games. The upcoming Pokemon A to Z looks interesting. See, I've seen enough of Twitter not to want to ask that question. Fair enough, Johnny, fair enough. It's okay.
Relatable.
This is a safe space for the most part. As long as we don't reach Twitter, we'll be fine, okay? Like for me, genuinely, when I ask these things, I just want to have like a genuine discussion, like a civil one. You know, I'm not here to like say, oh, your opinion's bad, blah 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 blah. Like, no, I'm just curious. Like, okay, do you think this is good? Because sometimes, you know, we do get blinded by nostalgia. Sometimes, you know, I don't know. It's the way, like, when you grow up with different decades and era and this and that. You have different opinions on things. And, you know, an opinion is called an opinion for a reason. That doesn't make it factually correct or wrong. Now, for example, if we were to take something, and let's say we had a fruit, and that fruit was an orange, and if someone said, no, it's not an orange, that's a grape, that's when they're wrong, because, you know, that's fact. Like, it is fact that that is an orange. And not a grape. So, but, like, for things like opinions, where it's a personal preference, there is nothing wrong with having a different personal preference than someone else. And on Twitter, it seems to be just an entire echo chamber of people, like, beating each other up over things that, I would be honest, they don't matter too much in the grand scheme of things. Let's see. Honestly, I just go on Twitter to repost the rare bits of SPO and then leave for next week. That is fair. That is fair. Every single time I see SPO on my timeline, I know who it's from. Let's see. For Tails and for Amy, since you voiced both, thank you! Thank you so much, little KJ. I appreciate. It has been a while since I have done some Amy and Tails voice acting. But if you pay attention to Jenny's channel, then something will probably happen soon. Next week, maybe. Even. Pay attention for next week. Oh my god, Jack! Hello! How you doing? That's true, except for my opinions, they're all facts. Alright. But yeah, I feel like with Twitter it's a lot of rage baiting. I think the worst case, and this is, a lot of people are guilty of this in the Sonic community, on Twitter and stuff, is like someone will state their opinion and then one person won't like that opinion, and then everyone will start screaming at them for having that opinion, and then people will start getting upset and then look through their entire page. It's like, wow, this person is just full of bad takes, you know, quote unquote. And then everyone will then know them as like an awful person for having bad takes, and it's like, you know, maybe if everyone didn't start giving so much attention to these types of people, if they have a bad take, then don't comment on it. If they have something that you don't agree with, then don't comment on it. Because then, the echo chamber just gets deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And when it gets deeper and deeper and deeper, then everyone thinks that the community is like that. And that's not true. The community is filled with a lot of wonderful, amazing, talented people. But I feel like people just want to fight too much. I think everyone's very aggravated. And it probably definitely has to do with like the state of the world and how it is. They feel like they don't have a lot of power in their life. So the one place where they'll feel vindicated is on Twitter. But if anything, I think it's just best to take a break, not get so worked up over things online, especially when it's just an opinion, and leave it be. Let's see, I saw the other day someone had the crime of thinking Superstars was a good game. Did people really get upset for enjoying Superstars? What? I mean, I believe it. I believe it. Let's see. But Sonic Superstars is a good game. Oh my god, Nicole, we should play Sonic Superstars together. It'd be fun and chaotic. And we probably won't beat it because the final boss is a pain in the butt. But, I mean, I like everything else. Yeah. It's okay, just okay. Yeah, see, and I can respect that. If you're not really a fan of those superstars, then that's fine. If you think it's just okay, then it's okay. Like, I can see why people would think that, but I can also see why people would enjoy it. Like, you know, I don't think we should be tearing people down for, like, their opinions. People get a little too offended. Danny, do you want to hear a joke? If it's funny, sure. See, the normal final boss is easy. Now the other one, yeah, all game fun. The final boss, oh, that is such a pain in the butt. I have had multiple instances where the loading screen would glitch and I would die when going to the final boss. Like, certain parts of the level would just stop working. And this was me playing it on the Switch, you know? So I'm like, come on. Please. I had to get a third controller just so I could beat it. Like, I'd have like an extra life in stock in case something happened, and surprisingly that extra controller came in handy, and that's how I was able to beat the boss. It was a very scary time. Let's see. Yeah, no, Trip's final boss is the 9th. Oh. Oh, oh. Oh, that's pretty bad. Oh. We don't talk about that one. Oh. Let's see, one of my biggest pet peeves with Twitter is that people who say I'm done with drama, but they keep bringing up the same drama every week. Yeah, that one's also really bad. At that point, it's one of those things where I think I'm just used to it at this point, but it's really hard for people to let go. Like, you know, drama is just one of those things that it hooks you in too fast. You know, people wanna clown on each other for certain things, but in the end, it really is just like, you know, they need help to not be pulled into the drama, to not be sucked in. They need, like, I don't know, other hobbies, friends, things to do to have just like a better mental state with their own life. Alright, hey Danny, speaking of summer, have you and Nate had the chance to go to the beach together? And if you did, what'd you do, for example? No, not yet. I'd like us to. If he was here in Canada, he'd be in the beaches every day. But over in the UK, the beach is kind of stinky. They kind of suck. And
a lot of the beaches are connected to sewer pipes.
Yeah, so if you want to go to the beaches in the UK, then I hope you enjoy swimming with the sewers.
Yeah, not a lot of nice beaches in the UK, and the weather's generally not great for beaches anyway. And the water's always freezing cold, even on the hottest days.
Yeah, I wanted to go swimming in a pool, but over where he lives, there's not even a pool, like, anywhere close to him. It's so bad. I'm like, I just want to go swimming.
I live in the middle of nowhere. Yay!
I want to go swimming. Nate, come to Canada so I can, like, let you experience what it's like to have, you know, be independent.
But my money.
It's cheaper to live here than there.
It is.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anyway, Twitter is not a point where I can encourage rage bait and fighting again, so leaving it to do wonders for your soul. Yeah, no, leaving it is like the best thing you could do for your soul. There's a lot of chat that I gotta catch up in. Okay, why do hummingbirds hum? Because they don't know the words to the song. That's what I do. That was a good one, KJ. Let's see, Superstars included Shadow costume for Classic Sonic. To pretend like Classic Shadow exists now, and even the rabbit. Okay, honestly, Spider Bro, I really wish that they did properly include Classic Shadow. Like, I get it. It wouldn't be canon because, you know, technicality, like, that doesn't really exist. There is no classic shadow, but it would look so cute.
What if there is a classic shadow? It just hasn't happened in that timeline.
Every timeline is canon. I don't know. Every universe is
Everything's canon.
Everything's canon. Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Everything's canon. Actually, you know what? That gives me another opinion that I'm curious about to see what people have to say about this. But what are your guys' opinion on Sega being like everything is canon? Since back then, you know, we had the Archie comics. Those weren't canon to Sonic's main storyline. It was, you know, you could look at that and be like, okay, this is a different universe. This is what they do with Sonic here. Blah, 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 blah. And now, Sega is very much trying to, like, have a canon timeline where things are trying to make sense. And I feel like a lot of it made sense up to a certain point.
There's a difference between canon and continuity. The idea of it all being like, oh hey, a multiverse, everything's canon because there's a multiverse for everything. There was definitely a straight-lined continuity from Sonic 1 all the way up to Shadow the Hedgehog. After that, it just kind of did whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm fine if everything is canon. As long as it's just a proper
condensation.
Sure.
Continuity.
Yeah.
I just said condensation because it's funny.
You're funny. You're such a funny person.
Yeah.
Yeah, the continuity.
Condensed milk.
Condiments.
Communion.
Like mustard. You're mean to me. You're so mean to me.
Danny is such a little goober. That's right. I'm just a little goober. Let's see. Also, the artwork is looking cute. Gotta crack back onto the beach artwork myself. Yeah. You know, if you get the beach artwork, then you should submit it for my collab, and then I can add you in the big beach picture that I'm going to have everyone in. Remember, guys, remember, if you could draw, and if you want to be part of big art collab with me, then come join. I would love to see as many of you as possible there, to have just everyone hanging out together. The event will end August 25th. I will not be accepting any late submissions since I will be prepping everything that week. And then I will showcase the artwork that everyone did and go over everything. And yeah, you can learn more about that over in the description, which has a Google Doc that you can go check the Google Doc too. And don't forget to title your piece with the credit on there, so then I know who to give the credit to. Or else I will have to do the extra step in messaging your email and being like, hey, I need your credit information. I need your your YouTube username or something like that. If you know, because I want to make sure everyone's properly credited. Let's see. Would love to collaborate, but I need to know how it works with this collab. All of the rules are below. Just check out all the rules. I love ice cream. I love ice cream too, Nixon.
Mint ice cream the best, and if you don't agree, you're wrong.
Nate, we were just talking about how people can have wrong opinions.
Yeah, this is the exception.
No, that's everyone always says that. Just like everyone's always saying you can't do this.
Yeah.
Like, I lived through the era where I adored Sonic Unleashed and I loved Silver the Hedgehog, and everyone always told me they were bad, and I was wrong for enjoying these things. And you know what I did? I just said, okay, I understand. And then I moved on with my day, and I still went and enjoyed my things.
I remember seeing all the gameplay of Sonic Unleashed, of Chonan, and all the magazines. I mean, I was so excited. I would
so
play
beautiful.
Sonic 06 for the mock sections. Imagine that I'm playing
hated
Sonic
the mock
Unleashed.
sections. I hate the mock sections.
They were my favorite.
I was a very angry child. You understand how mad those mock sections made me? The amount of times I would run into yeah. I can imagine. You understand, Nate. You understand the amount of anger I was. Especially the final mock stage. As a child, I tried to beat that. Like, I was up for hours one time at night just trying to beat it. I couldn't beat it, and I was like, fine, you win this time, I'll take a break. And then I woke up early in the morning, played it, beat it before school. I felt so vindicated, and I'm like, I'm free. I never have to do that ever again.
You poor thing.
Yeah, I felt pretty poor in that moment. The loss of my sanity. I don't want to lose my sanity. But I think chat would probably enjoy seeing me lose my sanity with Sonic 06.
It would be very funny.
I don't want to make that a goal.
And I'd be like, Danny, are you okay? And you'd be yelling, and I'm like, you want me to take over? And you'd be like, no.
Here we go. I mean, I'd probably say yes. If I get really angry, I'm just give it to you. Let's see, but did you get the
you get stubborn
S rank?
and you're like, I want to do it.
For that game, I'm not getting the S rank. Look, I get it. There are some people who are crazy enough to get the S rank, and to those people, you know, I salute you. I do not have the mental torment to do that to myself. Maybe you're also just extremely gamer good. You know, if you're extremely gamer good, I salute you once again. It must be nice being incredibly skilled as a gamer. I'm not gonna do that to myself. Like, I'm thinking, like, what if I did, though? What if I did? I really don't want to. My favorite part about Sonic 06 is watching other people play it, okay? Not me playing it. Anytime I have a friend and they tell me, Danny, I've never played this game before, then I'm like, oh, you have it now? Time to, let me just boot up the game and start it up. What am I just gonna do? Oh, you know what? I should force my sister to play it. That'd be funny. For me, really. See how long she can handle it before she gives up.
Yeah. It's been so long since I've played Sonic 06.
I want you to play it again.
Thank God
Danny,
that people are like archiving it.
$2 donation. Play Sonic 06, coward. You won't. Well, you know what? It's a good thing that I don't get peer pressured. Danny wants to watch the world suffer. Why are you guys liking this? Stop liking that. So... Danny, random question. When we see you doing digital art all the time, of course in streams, but how often do you dabble in traditional art, pen and paper stuff? Gosh, I haven't touched pen and paper stuff in a long time. Guys, stop liking that post! Stop liking that! Stop it! Alright,
let me like it quick.
No! Stop! Stop! Look, Nate, if they know that there's high demand for it, then I might have to cave. Alright?
Yeah,
I might...
it'd be funny.
No, I don't want to torture myself. No. Okay, back to answering your question, Jack. So, I want to dabble in doing traditional art some more. I'd like to do some more painting. So for those who don't know, I originally started as a traditional artist, as everyone does when they don't own a tablet or anything like that. So whenever I draw something, it was honestly because I just had paper with me. And now that I don't, well, last time I drew, it was probably like a couple of schematics when I was with Nate and when I was on the plane going over to see him because I didn't have any computers. So I was like, ah, darn, no computer. I have idea. I need to draw it fast and just a little simple doodle. Because I'm not really a fan of drawing on my phone. Some people use their finger. Sometimes if I really have like an idea that I need to do, I do it on the phone. I'll just quickly scribble it in. I'm like, okay, this is like a concept enough. This scribble art is good enough for me to understand what this means later when I look at it. But for the most part, not really. Back then, when I was in school all the time, I always had paper. It was either writing on homework or it was writing on tests, things like that. And since I spend most of my time here on the computer and I draw most of the time, most of my drawing is just done here on the computer. Let's see. I used to trace Pokemon art when I was in elementary school, and that eventually led to where I am now. You know what? We all start somewhere. You know, I'm gonna say something that people won't like. Some artists won't like. Guys, tracing to learn is okay. But one, never post it and say it's your own work. I understand some people, they want to be proud of what they did, what they traced. But don't never like trace things and then start claiming it as your own work, because that's when artists will start getting mad. But genuinely, tracing is a good way to learn, is a good way to practice. And I know a lot of artists nowadays, you know, they say like, oh, don't trace, it's like evil. Like, what's evil is claiming that it's your own work. That's taking credit for someone else's work is the evil part. If you are learning and you're a beginner, then it's genuinely fine. At least I personally see it as okay. But never post or claim it as your own. That's just the big rule of thumb that, you know, say that you're learning. But I wouldn't post it. But for example, how tracing can be good. So let's say, you know, you want to draw this ice cream, but you know, you're drawing it like this, and you're like, huh, why does it look off? Why does my ice cream look off? So you go over, do a simple, just like, you know, trace this scoop, trace that scoop, and then, you know, just like the bottom. And then you get to look at them side by side, and you're like, oh, I see what's missing from my drawing. You know, you're teaching your brain like the wave patterns and the forms of how shape should be for them to go on to the ice cream. You know, like you would think like, oh, ice cream is 2 scoops and 2 scoops are 2 circles. Well, that doesn't really work because you have to think of the form of the ice cream. You know, sometimes there's like a little lump when you squish the ice cream in. It's not just 2 circles, and I think that's the part that people have the most trouble with when learning how to draw. Because for a lot of people, it's like, how do I put all the information in my brain onto like how I see it here? And it really is just like training and training and training. When I was at a when I was over at my art university program, you know, everyone says, oh, tracing is bad, blah, blah, blah. They made us trace the human skeleton. So they gave us a print of what a human skeleton looks like, and they said, okay, for your homework assignment, you're going to trace that. So literally all of us, all us college kids, were up against the windows, like, looking for, you know, getting a little lighting effect so we could, like, see what was on the other side of the paper and trace it. And that was our assignment. And you would think, oh, but this is like, you know, a professional art school. tracing bad. But the entire point of that study was so we can understand and learn about the human body, so we could know how certain parts are supposed to be, where the ribs are, where the bones are, things like that. Like, I can't name every bone in the human body, but I could definitely draw it. You know, as long as I have like a reference and stuff with me. And, you know, I think another thing too is that some artists are too harsh on people, and I think it might be one of the reasons why people aim so much for AI art nowadays. I think a lot of people just have a lot of doubts and a lot of fears that they could never draw, or they can't do this, or like just because their drawing doesn't look as they want it in their mind, they think that they'll never get good. So like, for example, you guys see my channel here. Sometimes every now and then someone will tell me like, hey Danny, I got recommended one of your extremely old videos that's like 8+ years old, and I'm like, oh, oh, my really old videos. But when I was growing up as a kid, and even now, the reason why those aren't deleted is because I wanted people to know where I started from. Super Game P. It doesn't load up your full name, but thank you so much for the $2 donation. Play Sonic 06, Danny. Do it for the children. What children? What do you mean? No! Guys, stop liking it! Stop! Stop liking it!
No, like it.
No!
Like it more.
No, 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 no. No, I'm trying to ramble and give people hope. So I think what it is that people don't believe in themselves anymore. They think that they can never reach the point to where they want to be. But I want people to always know that we start from nowhere and then we get somewhere. You know, like when you're a baby, you can't really move. You know, you're going, stop saying make it happen! No, 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 no. You can't stop it. What do you mean democracy is spoken? Stop quoting Johnny! Johnny, no! Jarvis, run a poll! Can't escape. I'm trying. I like the high heels on your feet. Thanks. I'm not making a poll. I'm not making a poll. Hi Lacey, how you doing? All right, now back to me trying to give people hope, okay? So I think that artists need to just support others and let them know that you can do this. You will be supported, you can do it. Because I think there was like a trend, if I'm not mistaken, like a couple years ago, where people were being made fun of because their art style wasn't super developed, and it was just, you know, it wasn't bad, it wasn't like a masterpiece or anything, but it was just, you know, it's fine. Like for their talent and skill, it was fine. And of course a lot of people would get bullied for that, for not having like incredible talent or not being able to do everything perfectly. And I think that's kind of what pushed people into doing AI, because people would like make, I don't know, make posts or videos making fun of them, being like, haha, look at this person, can't even draw hands, you know, gotta kind of stupid posts like that. And I think that really discouraged a lot of people from drawing. So it's like, what's the point of doing anything if you're just going to be bullied and made fun of? And I think that really comes from just the space you make. Let's see, what if the only way to give us hope is to play Sonic 06 and showing us all the little people that anyone can get the S-rank in Sonic? No, I can't get S-rank in Sonic 06. Okay, like, okay, if I get an S rank in Sonic 06, it's gonna be due to one of the dumb lame missions where where it's like, God, how do I even explain it? The S rank would be for something that's dumb, like, oh, I need my shoes. Whatever. Chat, play Sonic 06. No. I'm Day being all inspirational. Trying to have a serious conversation. It would be better to play Sonic 06 by doing co-op. Okay, if we're doing Sonic 06 co-op, I'm playing as Silver, okay? You can't take Silver from me. Nate, are you gonna play Sonic?
It's gonna be so slow.
Oh, you think that, do you? You think I will be slow?
Yeah.
You don't know my secret technique. Time freeze!
Nani?
You remember Silver can freeze people who he's racing against?
Oh.
That's right, I'm gonna get ya. I may be
That's so OP.
That is OP. That's why Silver is awesome. And as long as I don't do a double jump, yes, there is a co-op battle mode where you race to the end. As long as I don't double jump, you will stay frozen in time for all of eternity. I can go to sleep, and you'll still be there trapped on the cusp of the night.
You would never do that to me, right?
I did to my sister. When me and my sister would play, I'd always pick Silver, instantly freeze her because she would always pick Sonic. So I'm used to your game. I will destroy you.
You're so evil.
I'm not evil. I'm a good girl.
No, you're not.
I'm a good
I see you
girl.
for what you. I see.
You pick a fight with me, I put you into the hyperbolic time chamber. Fight me later. Wait, I did the same thing to my brother? Let's go, duty. Let's go! Sonic 06 recompiled is looking real spicy. Okay, Sonic 06 recompiled, that one I would personally say doesn't count if I play it, because I would be playing the best version of something that's broken. Ah, why did that turn all yellow? Okay. It would be too easy. You know, I say that and I'd probably play the recompiled game and I'd fail, but in a sense, it would be much easier than having to go and play 06. I couldn't... like, that if I may want a good time, I'll play that. If I want a bad time, you know, go back to the original. No Dance, Project 06? Oh! Oh! That's Project 06. Oh! Recompiling Oh! Wait. Are they actually gonna put it on the computer? I mean, like, I have my Xbox copy and everything. I could just, like, plug it in and play it live. But if Recompiled does come over to... When's Recompiled coming in? Is there any information on that?
I don't think they have a date.
It's just, like, whenever it happens, is whenever it happens. Do it! Do it! No! No! Look! Just because I'm thinking about it! No.
Danny, we're gonna do it.
If you're playing it, sure, I would gladly be there with you.
Yeah, we can swap the controller.
No! What do you mean swap the controller? I don't want to swap the controller.
Swap the controller.
No. You're getting so eepy.
Yeah.
You literally woke up 4 hours ago.
Yeah.
Guys, all this man wants to do is eat, sleep, and cuddle. He is just a little house cat, huh? That's all he wants. Eat, sleep, cuddle.
What I do.
It's what you do, it's what you do, eat, sleep, cuddle. Maybe they could port the game to the Wii and you can play it with the Wiimote. That is the worst idea I've ever heard. The Wiimote? The Wii? Like, you know, you guys really aren't selling me on this. If anything, you're making me feel more justified to not play it.
They made Secret Rings because they couldn't port it to the Wii.
They made secret rings because it could be poured. Oh my gosh. $6. $6 is all I can spare for a Sonic 06 stream.
Johnny, it should have been 0.06 that you send for the joke. Come on, you almost had it.
Sending pennies, huh? You're really over here waving pennies in my face and being like, yeah, this'll buy Danny.
0.06. Ha 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 ha.
Over here with pennies. Oh my god. You know, now you guys are making me legitimately think about it. What would be my breaking point? Where would I be to the point where I'm just like... where I would play Sonic 06? Because my entire instincts are saying no. Don't do it. Stop yourself before it's too late. That's what everything's telling me, all my instincts. Are you gonna play Crossroads? Yeah, I am. Crossroads? Isn't it Crossworlds? Or am I missing
Sonic in Crossworlds.
Yeah.
Crossworld. I don't remember.
Crossworlds, right? When was the last time you fully played through 06? When I was the same age as Silver. That's the last time. When I was 14. Or I was like 13, 14. When Silver, you know, I was justified for having a crush on him because we were the same age. And I was a wee baby. But yeah, around that time. So when I played that game, once it was beaten, I told myself I would never touch it again. That's what I said. I'm like, wow, after the months of torture, you know, with Sonic stages, Shadows was kind of painful, but not too bad. Silver's, okay, I don't know why. Everyone always complains that Silver's is the hardest stage. That's just a complaint I see often. For me, it was the easiest. Like, Sonic was the hardest. The Mach Speed sections were the hardest thing for me.
They weren't that hard.
They were hard for me. I couldn't do it. But Silver stage was super easy. Danny, why can April jump high? I don't know. Why can April jump high? Silver is slow, but that's it really. Yeah, no, it was very much just a lot of puzzle-based things. Like the 8-ball stuff was easy. I genuinely had no issues with that because it's spring. Oh my god. I feel like the dad joke book is just coming out. See, I always liked that Silver's was slower, to be honest. It made him more unique to Sonic and Shadow. Yeah, so Shadow had a lot of the vehicle stages. I personally like the fact that they were all different. I know everyone is like, but we want Blaze gameplay. And I'm like, well, the whole point is for them to be different. And so it's not like you're playing the same game all the time. But, you know, people always want what they want. From, like, which Shadow stages? I'm trying to think. A lot of the car stages were funny. I liked how broken they were. I enjoyed driving the car, it exploding on one turn. Actually, there is a mission in Sonic 06 where, as Shadow, you can go over and join a race. And when I was playing it, I was playing it with a friend, and they turned into the race, started it, hit one thing, and the entire car imploded and said, try again? You know, like it brought back to the loading screen. I busted down the floor laughing because I've never really done much of the side quest missions. And I'm like, what do you mean? Just from hitting one teeny tiny little bump, the entire car just imploded and that was it. Like, man, Gun's really having some budget cuts on their vehicles if that's how fragile they are. It was so funny. Let's see, and now I must go. Frontiers needs me. Have fun with Frontiers, Johnny. Enjoy Frontiers with whomever you're streaming with, because I know that a couple of our friends are streaming it, so I'm not sure who is doing it today. Let's see. Okay. If not Sonic 06, then how about streaming Shadow the Hedgehog? Oh, I will gladly stream Shadow the Hedgehog. Well, actually, because, like, you know, Shadow the Hedgehog is just one of those games that you just keep repeating over and over and over again. But streaming Shadow the Hedgehog, I personally enjoy being player 2 in that game. For those who don't know, when you are playing Shadow the Hedgehog, if you have a second controller plugged in, then you can take over the side character. So like in the first mission, it could be you and then a friend takes over Sonic, and it's a lot of fun. You know, you can actually help, or you can kind of screw your friend over depending on what you want to do, but I like it and I really want to do that with Nate. I want Nate to play it. But yeah. I know everyone else would rather have me play it because I'm gamer bad.
My poor gamer bad baby.
You're so tired, so eepy.
Yeah.
So eepy sleepy. Nate, I want to play Bonanza after this. You can't sleep now.
I know.
Can't be eeping sleeping now. See, Danny, if you did stream Shadow the Hedgehog, who would you stream with? Haha, well, I already answered that question. Nate, is it weird how a lot of people think All Hail Shadow is made by Crush 40, even though Crush 40 only remixed the original? Yeah, I mean, a lot of people probably see it as Crush 40 because Crush 40 was doing a lot of covers for Sonic, and because of them doing so many covers, like, not covers, doing so many original tracks for Sonic, it would make sense that people would also associate that. It's like, you know, when you only really know one band name that's out there that much, then you always think it's that. But yeah, no, there's like tons of other artists and musicians that are part of Sega's team and that do a very fantastic job on making music for them. And it'd be nice to go and see a lot more of those people get recognized for their work. It is really interesting how Crush 40, because of like just how many times they've worked with Sega and have done songs for Sega, are usually the ones who perform concerts or have most of their songs remixed, things like that. To be fair, it is very iconic. But I personally would love to go and see a lot more of the other people. Ah, I'm coloring this wrong. Here we go. Let's see, a lot of bands and musicians making music for Sonic games are goated. Yeah, they really are. I remember when Nate and I went over to the Sonic musical. That was a lot of fun. Let's see, I love Sonic Frontier soundtrack. Crush 40 killed it! That really is the kind of stuff we're getting, huh? Man. I'm just gonna color this darker. Shade lighter. And then move on to this one. Alright. The Sonic Symphony was an earworm. It really was. Sonic Symphony was a beautiful masterpiece, and I'm extremely lucky that I got to see it the first time and the second time when they were having different renditions of certain songs, and they added some Dreams of an Absolution to their many, many tracks. And then again, because it was like year of Shadow and there was so much hype around it, then they went and played the one clip of Maria getting KO'd several times. Oh, my battery's going low. This is not good.
That was ridiculous. They cheered like crazy.
They did cheer like crazy. And then Sega proceeded to play that same clip 7 other times. I mean, you know, not to be one of those people, but I feel like there are just so many more clips that they could have picked for whoever made the music video. Maybe it was Sega's part on Sega's hand, or, you know, maybe it was just the person who was making the musical or directing the not musical, but like the footage in the back. Whoever was doing that. Why'd you put it in there so many times? Now, it happening once, twice, okay, sure. I mean, there are technically 2 renditions of that happening to Maria. The version in Shadow the Hedgehog, and then the version in Sonic Adventure. Do I want it like that, or no? I don't know. I think I might keep that simple. There we go. See, I bet Sega loves traumatizing people. Yeah. Yeah. I can't disagree with that. A lot of things Sega had was, especially with their early storytelling, was a lot of like trauma, a lot of loss, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. You know, Sonic Adventure literally dealt with like an entire tribe that tried to have greed with power, and then the entire tribe was wiped out, and that was their sin. And then we have, you know, Adventure 2, where the one person Shadow cared about was eliminated for no good reason, just an innocent victim in all of this. All she wanted to do was get better and see the world, and she never got to live that dream. And Shadow had to now live and protect the planet and experience it for her. I like the motif of, I don't know if Sega has changed those for Shadow's motives because they change all the time, but I really love the idea of Shadow wanting to protect the world because it was Maria's wish. And so the only time he does stuff is like, he's doing it because it's what Maria would have wanted. Maria just wanted people to be happy, to enjoy life, and to be on Earth with other people who also enjoyed life. See, it's always so weird to me how such a silly, cute franchise like Sonic can be handled such tough topics like that. Yeah, no, and like it's like a little mixed bag. I would say that with Sonic, he always keeps things pretty lighthearted, and it's usually the other side characters who are either holding like trauma, and Sonic is always there being like, you know, it's fine, like, don't worry, I'll fix it, I'll make things better for you. That's what I love about Sonic. Nate, do your Sonic voice.
What?
Do your Sonic voice, Nate. You're passing away.
Okay. Okay. I will do for you once I figure out what I'm gonna say.
Remember, when you... Well, what's the one line from Sonic 06? When you have time to worry, run!
Let me get the quote up so I say it properly.
Something like that. See, I like the thing from Shadow 05. Shadow 05? What is that? Where he does it for himself because that's what he's meant to do. What? Shadow 05? What do you mean? I do not understand. What is Shadow 05?
It's Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh! So that's what people are calling it now?
I guess since Shadow Generations came out.
I just call that
All right.
Sonic X Shadow.
I mean, it's. I found the quote. Don't just sit there and waste your precious time. When you want to do something, do it right away. Do it when you can. It's the only way to live life without regrets.
I swear, doesn't he say when you like when you worry, like run?
So 6.
Yeah, it's a 6. It's what I was looking for. Remember, Elise, you have time to worry. Just run. And then you just start swooshing.
Swooshing. Swooshing.
Welcome back, Speedy the Hedgehog.
Oh yeah, that was a full quote. Okay, I knew there was something missing there. Nothing starts until you take action. If you have time to worry, then run.
I love it. I love it because I understand that it's supposed to be good advice, but it could also be taken as such bad advice.
Run away from your problems.
Yeah, run away from your problems. Just keep on running.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about my favorite Amy quote.
What is your favorite Amy quote?
If I had to choose between the world and Sonic, I'd choose Sonic.
And then the entire world imploded. You know, Rouge also had like the same message towards Shadow for that game, where Rouge was all, I forget exactly how she said it, just like, you know, I think, what was the line? It was like, you know, even though the world's against you, just know I'll always be by your side. That was so cute!
Best friends.
Best friends forever. Alright, Super Game, thank you for the $2 donation. For anyone forget, why is that 5 likes now? Sonic 06 for Danny chat. Do I make it a goal? Do I make it a dono goal at this point? Okay, what should I do? Nate, what do you think would be better? Should I make it a subscriber goal? Or should I make it a dono goal?
That is a good question.
I feel like dono goal
thinking
might be more reachable.
Yeah, dono goal.
No. No.
Then you're extra obligated to do it.
I know. That's what I don't like about it.
Yeah.
You know what? How many people are here watching? I'm just... You know... I don't want to. I really don't. I really, really don't want to. I don't even know what price to set it at as a dono goal.
That is something you can think about after the stream.
I don't want to think about it in general. Say it, chat. No. I'm gonna go to like... Guys, you don't understand. As a kid, I was so relieved that I wouldn't have to play that game again. Once it was beat, that was it for me. It was done. Like, you're gonna make me relive the nightmares? Price it how much you think it's worth. It should be a lot as you really don't want to do it. If I price it at 1,000... If I price it at 1,000, it's not. No one's gonna do it, right?
It that bad.
Yeah, I don't want to do it that bad. Alright, because I don't want to do it.
Can't believe you.
Like, if that actually does come and happen, I'm gonna be scared. If someone donates 1,000. I'm going to be scared, and I'm going to be scared for you. whoever does that. 1,000 is reasonable, I think. Yeah, thank you, Dooney. I'm glad you think so. I don't want to do it. Love the art. Thank you so much, Evan. I'm glad you like it. Just a little summertime fun time, you know. Well, I'm trying to have a good summertime fun. Wait, 666? I can't do that, or else people are going to think the demons are coming in. No! Andrew, no! $9.99. Here's a dono not to play the nightmare of the game, Sonic 06. Okay. That's a dono not to play it. You're scaring me. You're scaring me. I was really worried that was a dono to go towards funding 06. Oh, okay. Ooh, you know what? Maybe I can negotiate. What if I do 500 and I'll have people who don't want me to play versus people who want me to play? Fight for my freedom.
It'd be like those Lythero shadow streams.
You know, honestly, it would be fun to do like a Lythero kind of shadow stream where it's like, you know, am I gonna do the good way or bad way or neutral? I might do that for Shadow. You know, maybe
Yeah.
Shadow would be a better warm-up than Sonic 06. And it would be a better timeline too! And timeline-wise, it makes sense.
Really?
Yeah, timeline-wise. Although, I don't think I'd want to do like a game completion of it like 100%. I don't remember how many times you have to play. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I played as many paths as I could, so I could try and get the final boss. But you know, admittedly, I never got the final boss in Shadow the Hedgehog. Never got the canon final ending where Sonic and Shadow hold hands. Never got that.
I never did either.
Like, and I played that game a lot too. At some point, I gave up.
Wow.
See, Shadow Stream, where if we make you take the bad ending, you have to play Sonic 06. What do you mean? What kind of bargain is that? If you make me take the bad ending, I have to play Sonic 06? Like, you making me take the bad ending is already bad enough. Now it has to be double bad with Sonic 06?
Wow.
Hi Danny, I'm back. Welcome back, King Golden Hedgehog. Hi Danny, love the cute swimmer outfit. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I almost forgot my like battery's dying on my phone thingy, so I need to hurry up with me drawing this. How far am I? Cone. Okay, so tail, that's done. I should probably start slamming pieces together. Eyeball. I have not done the eyeball yet. Nine.
You're mean.
You're sleepy. Nate, can we still play Donkey Kong?
Sure, we can still play Donkey Kong.
Yay! Donkey Kong, that's all I want to do. I want to have a good time, play Donkey Kong, and not be haunted by anything else. No other thoughts can haunt me. Let's see. She looks like banana pudding. Yeah! Yeah, you know, I can't disagree. You know, you got some chocolate, you got some banana. It is a good combination. It's one of my favorite combinations. Chocolate and banana.
Choco banana.
Choco nana.
Yeah.
If I was a flavor, I would be a chocolate banana. With a little drizzle of caramel. Nate, what flavor would you be?
Oh.
Chocolate pudding.
Chalky.
She's a banana sundae. Ooh. Nate, would you have banana sundae with me?
Yeah.
You're so tired. Do you want to go to bed, little man?
No, I don't want to go to bed.
No.
No.
See, Danny, allow me to explain what Sonic actually meant when he said that to Elise. He wasn't saying to run away from her problems. No, I know he wasn't saying that. But I'm just saying, like, you can take it as that. And that's why I find it funny. I know he wasn't saying to run away from her problems. He was just saying, like, not to overthink things. That was the meaning behind his message. But you can also interpret it like that, and I find that funnier. Let's see. Let him eat. Okay. Ooh, you know what? I should get a little PNG of a cage for you. And put you in there.
Aw.
Chat, don't you think it'd be nice if I got a little cage PNG to put over Nate?
Wait, what? Are you gonna put me in a cage?
Yeah, just what? Like, you guys think so? Sora, hello! Chocolate banana, more like chocolate banana. What do you mean? You know what? 20-minute penalty. Banished. Gone. Over. Put him in a cage. Yeah. You know what? I'll make a poll. I'll make a poll. This one I'll actually make a poll for. Okay. There you go. Oh, I'm crying. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Because I pressed shift 1? Don't worry about it. I'm not crying no more. Man, of course I'd make a poll for this in not 06. I'm just putting a little PNG over Nate. Compared to me having to play a game that tortured me and made me very angry as a child. Chat, do you really want to see what happens if I'm angry? Is that really what you want?
She's scary when she's angry.
Of course I'm scary when I'm angry. Most women are scary when they're angry. Look, I don't like being an angry person. I usually am not an angry person. But that will make me... Oh. I got the second warning from my phone being... battery's dying. But that thing makes me very angry. Actually, 1 second. Why can't I lower that? Alright. Danny vs. Cat would be epic. What do you mean Danny vs. Cat? I already am a cat. She was crying because she can't stand to see her boyfriend in a small cage and feed him nothing but cookies. Nate, how would you feel if you were trapped in a small cage and I fed you nothing but cookies?
So mean.
Would you like cookie?
I want cookie.
Skeletor, thank you so much for the 27 Swedish crown donation. Can you say hello to Marcus? He's my baby brother. Hello, Marcus! I hope you're having lots of fun being a baby. Specifically, baby brother. See, looks real good. Also, I wonder if I will commission you to make a stream panel. You did a good job on Dixie's stream. Thank you. For commissions, you would have to ask. In my what was it called? My if it's not here, then it's my Gmail. I'm only accepting like small stuff right now because in terms of like big things, I have like 2 VTuber models I want to do. So if it's like a small, anyways, there it is. You can check that link out, and I'll give you more information to my commission stuff. If it's pretty simple, then it should be fine. If it's too big, then I'll have to put you on my wait list. Oop. There we go. Danny, are you slaying in the summer outfit? Oh, I don't know why. I thought you were gonna say slaying in that summer heat. I'm like, slaying something, alright.
Kill summer.
No. Well, no. If we could just get rid of global warming, then I think it'd be a lot better for people. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna check in on the poll very soon once I finish coloring.
I sure hope people are setting me free.
Well, Nate, you gotta beg for your freedom. You can't just be there not begging for your freedom.
What do I have to beg?
Well, I don't know if you'll get your freedom. I think I'm gonna have to put you in the cage.
No.
No, you don't want me to?
Can't believe this.
Nate, were you one of the people who wanted me to play Sonic 06?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna find a cage PNG.
Why?
Cage. I really hope this PNG is a real PNG. And not a fake PNG. There's nothing worse than clicking on a PNG and it's not a real PNG. That's a nice looking cage. But I need, Are you a real PNG? Oh, this one's a real PNG. Oh, but... It's not what I'm looking for. I need... Ooh, fancy cage. No, you're not getting fancy. Anyways, chat has spoken. 27%. Or wait, no. 76% wants you in a cage.
What?
76% of chat wants you in a cage.
Oh.
You know what? I'll just take this one and clean it myself. Oh, wait. Can I do that? Here, guys, I'm gonna show you how to clean something. So I'm going to create like this. I'm gonna do that. And then I'm going to get a transparent. And then boom, 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 boom. Just click on everything. You're gonna see there are these little lines all around. I'm gonna do a simple trick and just do this is a quick short editing. Now it looks decent. Delete that background. Export as a PNG. Cage. That. And now let me go and put it over Nate. Go back here. Now let me find cage. Oh, I already had another cage PNG. What? Did I put you in this before? Wow, look at you! You look so cute in there.
What?
In your little cage. Look at you.
No, get me out.
You're so tired. You're not even gonna fight back.
Get me out of here.
Oh. No. No, you stay in there. I need to open up my... There we go. You know, I need to... You're wiggling too much. I gotta make sure your little hair isn't coming out of the cage. There you go. Stay in prison, Stinky. There you go. There we go. Alright, alright. Perfect, perfect. See, Danny, you monster, how can you do this to your boyfriend? It was Chat's decision. This is Chat's decision. Chat chose this. And he wants me to play Sonic 06 when I've been very, very, very vocal about not wanting to. And that's a longer torture.
That'd be very funny.
You just want to torture me. You're supposed to love me.
I do love you, because it's so funny.
You're staying in that cage.
Aww.
No freedom for you. In fact, you're not even gonna get fed cookies. I'm gonna feed you carrot.
I like carrots.
Oh yeah? What about baby carrot?
Yeah.
With no sauce?
Oh, I would like sauce.
You get no sauce? No sauce for your baby carrot? What's your favorite thing to do in the summer? Go swimming. Cottages, swimming, casual summer things. That is my favorite thing to do. Nate, what's your favorite thing to do in the summer?
Go on walks.
And how many places have you walked to since you've been on summer vacation?
I've not been on summer vacation.
How many walks have you gone on since it's been summer?
None.
Yeah. Yeah. The only time you went on walks is because I forced you to go outside.
No, I don't like going outside.
No. When's the last time you were outside that wasn't for work?
I don't know.
And like that, chat, I rest my case. Dooney's asking, how's your cage, Nate?
My what? Oh.
How's your cage? Look, guys, he's unaware. He doesn't even know he's been trapped.
Get me out of here.
You want freedom?
Yeah, I want freedom.
Cute. How badly do you want freedom?
I will give you 1 cookie for my freedom.
Yeah, how'd you get that cookie?
You know, pocket.
Pocket? Alright, that's fair, that's fair. Sora's asking what that cage tastes like. Well, Nate?
Tastes? I'm not eating the cage.
You don't know what it tastes like?
Probably
Okay.
like metal.
Okay, Nate, what does it smell like?
Metal.
Next poll, freedom or more jail time? Okay, you know what? Sure, sure. Okay. Alright, there you go, Nate. You're getting a second audience with chat.
What? Free me.
Alright, freedom or more jail time? Do you feel bad for him now?
I want freedom.
Man. I don't know. Maybe you'll get it.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know. I mean, guys, do you really want him to be free? Don't you think he's much better suited for cage life? He's not good outside. The great outdoors is very scary to him. Look at him, he's terrified. He's shaking. You're so sleepy. Nate, how are you this tired? Are you hungry?
No.
Do you want food?
No.
If you have a little snack, will that give you more energy?
No.
No. Guys, even if I open the door to the cage, he's not even gonna leave. Look at him. Too tired, can't do nothing. 11.
I'm gonna get you.
You know, I really need to hurry because I don't think I'll be able to finish this on stream. I'm just gonna start, like, rush coloring because I don't have a whole lot of power on my phone. So, whenever I implode, that's when I'll stop.
Nate, can you read the chat for me?
Huh?
Can you read the chat for me?
Read the chat?
Yeah, read the chat for me.
While I lock in.
I gotta close the poll so I can see. No.
Did you vote for your
Did
freedom?
I close the... No, I haven't voted at all.
Wow, look at that guy. He's not even trying. He wants to stay in there.
Danny forces food into Nate. This is a true thing. She stuffs food into my mouth.
Who said
even
that?
when I don't want it.
Who said that? Who said that?
Who said that?
Who said that?
Sora.
Sora, don't silence you. Silence. Look, we don't need. Look, we don't need people knowing.
Free Nate, play 06.
Stop! No. Free Nate play 06. I told you what my deal was. 1,000. 1,000, take your leave. I'll play Sonic 06 for $1,000.
That's such a high amount.
Yeah, I don't want to play 06. You know how scary it is to make it a reachable goal? That means I have to play it. The point is for it to not be reachable. So I don't have to play it. That reminds me about something. Guys, would you be interested in doing, like, a workshop with me? Like, for example, I teach you how to draw Sonic the Hedgehog, and then you guys show me all of your drawings at the end of the stream? And then we can go over all the points and stuff. Would anyone be interested in that? I'm curious. Because if you guys are interested, then I will gladly teach you how to draw your favorite characters. I'll do my best. I should probably make that a poll. For everyone who's lurking. Nate, make it a poll. Jarvis! Jarvis! Make it a poll.
My name's not Jarvis.
Jarvis, make it a poll.
Iron Man, what are you thinking?
Jarvis, poll.
Do I close the old poll?
Yeah.
I don't know what the results were.
Okay, I'll end it. Here we go. Alright, looks like chat has wanted your freedom. Okay, no more cage for you, Nate. You're free.
Yay.
I have now raised you of your cage sins.
This is the power of community.
Communities will put you in there.
This is the power of community.
Mm-hmm. 12. Alright, keep reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many people are interested in that if I were to do a little workshop where we all draw Sonic? And then I can show off all the drawings at the end of stream.
I think that would be cute.
But what does chat think? Chat, would you be interested in a Sonic workshop? Art lessons for free. Teaching the basics. I mean, I'll teach you guys as much as I know. My mom wanted me to be a teacher, but then I thought of the idea of teaching people and I was like, eh, I don't wanna. But now, I'm more, I don't know. I want to teach people who are willing to learn, compared to like going somewhere and teaching people who don't want to learn. Or like, even if people just want to have fun, chill, doodle session with everyone. And people can join whether they have, if they do it traditionally, if they do it digitally. We could see all sorts of skill levels. You know, I'm not like, I would say I'm not like crazy talented. I feel like I'm very, like a moderate talent. Everyone has like their own styles in the community. Sometimes, you know, you don't need a style that's super complex and stuff. And you just need a simple style and knowing how colors work. If you got color theory down, then you can make a masterpiece out of anything. Or, same goes for everything else, you know, you could have great line work, you can also be really talented at, like, posing, stuff like that. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm just gonna make, like, a shape and hope it just looks like something. There we go. Nate, read!
What? Huh?
Read!
Read?
Yes, I need you to read because I have to pay attention to this or else I'm not gonna finish it on time. Before my phone dies.
Oh. I think you're very talented, Danny. My style isn't very complex, but I still want to improve. I want to get better at shading.
Ooh, okay, we can cover that. Do some shading stuff.
Yeah.
So, shading is a very interesting thing. There are different ways, now, I know everyone hates the classic example of circular ball. Here's the main shading, here's the reflective shading, here's this shading. You know, I know everyone is like, you know, you get it at this point. But there's a reason why we practice these things. Have little workshops. To be fair, some of these things I need to practice on myself. If I'm being real.
It's always good to go back to basics.
Yes. Going back to basics is always pretty good. There's a lot of way you can play with color. To be fair, a lot of ways you can play with color, like, the trick is to not go too saturated, unless that is your art style. If your art style is having things as super saturated, then go for it. You can definitely make it work. Sometimes the best thing you can do for your art is to actually not have it too saturated. If you're just learning. Sometimes when you have desaturated colors, it can actually help tie in more colors together. So when a color is too saturated, then it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. But once you understand color theory, then it's easier for those to get blended together. Alright, brush time.
Danny, have you ever gone snorkeling or scuba diving since you like swimming so much?
Ha! Ha! I have a fear of the ocean. But I have gone. I went one time, a long time ago, me and my sister went to the Bahamas and we wanted to do like swimming with dolphins. And instead, they didn't have swimming with dolphins, they had like swimming with fishies. And they were like, oh, be careful because some of the fish could be stonefish and sea urchins in there. I think it was either stonefish. I know it was like sea urchins for sure. And if you don't know what those are, they're very poisonous and they blend very well in the water. So me and my sister were very scared and freaking out, and we were like, no, we don't want to be in the water. We want to get out. We want freedom. And so we like the second we got into the water, so all the fish swimming around us, and there were like some big fish there too, we immediately were like, nope, 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 going out, getting out, don't want this, don't like this. Eventually me and my sister got to swim with some dolphins when we went to Cuba, because they had it was like an enclosure that was out in the middle of the sea, so that meant that there were fish also swimming by us. Now, I'm not really a very affectionate person, and especially not towards my sister, but we literally held on to each other and, like, prayed. We're so scared. Not, like, because we also saw jellyfish, too. There were jellyfish. There's also, like, really big fish in those water, but, like, the cage obviously was closed to where no big fish could enter. But, I don't know. What if there was something really big and long that wanted to be in the water with us? Like, it could definitely have gotten through there, those bars. We were freaking out like crazy. Petting a dolphin was awesome. They're surprisingly soft. But yeah, that's all for my adventures. I like swimming in public pools, in private pools, water parks, you know, places that are safe, places that don't have me fearing for my life. Oh, my phone turned off, that's it. Oh, it's dead. Oh, shoot. My phone's dead. Well, time to, actually, wait. Will this work? Nope, not working. Okay, well. You guys can now see the full image of, everything there. I almost finished. I blame Nate for not reading. Nate's passed out. It's not even that late. And okay, that's probably as far as I'll go for the picture. Yay! She's done. Kinda. I'm gonna add little bits here and there. Nate, keep reading chat.
Okay. Let me see.
I'm trying to just do a quick airbrush.
You're not affectionate, Danny, and not even to Nate?
Oh, extremely affectionate to Nate. I think the only person who I really am affectionate to is Nate. I've been getting a lot of people who want to hug me and stuff. Now, as hard as it may be to believe, there's a thing called personal boundaries in space, and I appreciate that very much. Nate is the only one who I am okay with when it comes to hugging and being in that personal space and boundary. And I'm not really a fan of doing hugs and stuff. I've been put into situations where, you know, I've already mentioned that I'm not really a fan of, like, personal touch, and people know that, and they've tried doing that anyways, and I'm like, please stop. But of course, being in public, I'm like, oh, you know, if I say no, then they'll be sad. But I genuinely I don't really do that kind of stuff. I'm more comfortable with handshakes. I can already tell that me saying my personal boundaries is already making people sad. But people forget that personal boundaries are very nice. And not everyone has the same personal boundaries as others. But yeah, only Nate is the one who I give affection to.
Yeah, I'm gonna cuddle you now.
Cuddle.
Yeah.
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 Okay, you know, I think that is good enough. So, there it is. She's done.
So cute.
It was snorkeling, not scuba diving. I would die if it was scuba diving. I already have a fear of the deep. I don't want to go that deep in there. Alright, and now go and, here we go, Patreon credits, because it's the end. Yay for all Patreon members. Yippee.
Yay.
Nate, you better appreciate those cuddles.
I do.
See, that's nice, looks amazing. Thanks, Shadow R. See, love your artwork. Thank you, Eva. Alright, thank you everyone for coming. Johnny is a nerd. He is a nerd. Anyways, goodbye everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.